Last time on Utopia Podcast, the party decide to head to Whimsten. They go shopping, gather supplies, and make deals before heading onto the road. While they're watching them, resting, protecting their camp through the night, Godfrey learns that there are gnolls about. Rangers patrolling for gnolls, Morgus spotting them first. They make it through the night with a long rest on the road to Whimsten, and that is where we find the party.
Ziba is gonna swat at the light, like go away.
Godfrey, you see this happening.
Try to
He just lets it happen.
Tries to try and put the pillow above her head, but there's no pillow, so she just ends up grabbing her sleeping bag and then ends up yanking it so hard that she flips herself in the sleeping bag. And then all of a sudden just flails to a sitting position and goes oh God, shoot, God,
Livy and Scylla, you are awakened by Dee yelling, and Morgus.
So how is the watch?
I've got some news.
Morgus bursts out of his tent with a firebolt in his hand, white and gold. What's going on?
It's good, Morgus.
Gnolls?
We're good. Nope. Yes, but no.
He will extinguish the fire in his hand. Good morning.
A couple rangers
Why would there be
stopped by during my watch.
Livy crawls out of his tent, his hair a mess, his eyes blinking.
What do they want?
And just blah.
The rangers said that there are some gnoll raids happening towards Whimsten. They were last seen about a half-day's journey inwards. That we should stick to the roads.
Wait. We're,
That's a good call.
Why can't we just take
aren't
them?
we going to Whimsten?
We are.
Sucks for us.
I have a feeling I know what the Bigfoot is.
And then Livy will sleep again.
So you're thinking that, and as Morgus is talking, he's kind of redoing a braid in his beard that got a little bit nappy in the night, kind of fixing one of those gold rings around it at the end. Are you thinking that the gnolls are the reason for the disappearances?
It's in their nature.
Are you all right?
What's a gnoll?
They are large hyena men with a
Hyena
thirst
men?
for living flesh.
What happened
Humanoids.
to all the women?
What?
What happened to all the women?
You know what, man.
But I mean,
Yeah, where's
Eagle's
the feminism
definitely
in these
not
man-eating monsters?
Yet another reason they must be slain.
Have they been on the list?
How is their society? Never mind.
How do they exist?
Yeah,
See, my head went straight to they must have been eaten.
So Scylla comes out similar to Morgus, longsword in hand, ready to and then realizes that it's fine and people are just chatting. How did your watch go? Everything okay?
Yeah. If you didn't hear, Rangers came by during watch. So there were gnolls about half day.
Oh, all right. Cool. All right. So we'll keep an eye out.
Where did Bitsy get off to, if I might ask?
Just sitting right behind Godfrey. He's just been sitting in the way. She comes hopping around the log and looks
there
at
you are, darling.
Oh, were you not able to see her because she was small? I'm just jesting, Morgus. It's fine.
Yeah, you're fucking fool, that's what you are. Morgus is gonna wave his hand and a little trail of glitter is gonna follow it as Bitsy just goes Not the usual flavor for Bitsy coming in and out.
What are you all doing? Livy's gone back to sleep, so
he's just you see him just snuggled up in the grass.
Well, not everyone's made for mornings.
Zimmer's
Anyone
awake
want to play dice while we wait?
And that would be
Are we gonna go fight
very
Gnoll?
fun.
I thought we were gonna do adventure. Are we gonna save some damsels?
We're gonna go do our job, and if it involves fighting gnolls, we will fight when we get there.
I'm happy to play some dice, but I'm also wondering if anyone... I'm going to cook something up. Super quick. Something very simple.
Isn't
I feel like I have one small pan.
Gambling?
Only if you put money on it. You can play it without betting. Well, we don't have to. You can just play it without putting money on it.
My aunt always told me it was a slippery slope and I'd end up like my useless Uncle Harry if I started doing that kind of stuff. And that was just after a bet about pie with my cousins.
Your aunt sounds incredibly boring.
Livy, you just hear Livy laugh, and then he goes back to sleep.
all right. Morgus makes some breakfast. Dee Dee and Godfrey play some dice. Scylla, do you get in on either of those things, or what?
I'll watch some dice. I'll see how this goes down.
What are you trying to play? Regular old dice game.
Yeah, dice game.
What are
Dice game.
Each of you roll me a percentile.
Ooh.
Okay.
What kind of dice
I
game
have
is- what are the
proficiency in
rules?
dice game.
Cool. You get an additional 20% to whatever you roll.
Oh,
What
I
are
rolled the best number
what are the
possible, and I'm not
rules
even
of the
playing
game,
the game.
though? I got.
Whoever
It's
gets
dice
the
game.
higher percent wins.
Oh, this is confusing. It's the 0's a 10, right? So it's 30. I can do math.
So I got 29, but I add 20%, so it's 40.
You win.
Oh, come on! This isn't
That was your
fair.
first game. That was good for a
know
first
the
game.
rules, and I don't. You didn't even explain the rules.
How do you
Well, that's why it's a practice game. That one doesn't count.
get to
Okay.
that 20%?
Do you want to play again?
Yeah, but no changing the rules on me.
I won't. We'll play the same game. And remember, it's a game of chance. Sometimes winning and losing is out of your control.
All right, roll again.
108.
How'd you get 108?
You can't get 108.
Did you get a 10 and an 8? That's
I don't
18.
There's 2 zeros. What does that mean?
I feel like Zibba. I feel like
If it's 2 zeros and an 8, it's just 8.
Yeah.
No.
I
I'm
feel
pretty
like
sure the 2
Zibba
zeros
could
should
get a
actually be
108
100.
though.
The
It's
zeros
only
aren't on a
100 if
dice.
the other one's also a 0. If it's 0, 0, 0, it's 100. If it's 0, any number, it's 1 through 9.
Yeah.
What?
So you got
what
8.
Does that even make sense? You're changing the rules again.
Who's saying this?
And the 0 on this dice was a 10, but the 0 on this dice is not 100. You're changing the rules just so you can win.
Do you want me to go over each of the dice before we play?
Isn't that how you're supposed
I feel like
to
I
learn
didn't explain
how to
this
play
very
games?
well. But... What?
What did you get, anyways? What did you get?
Oh, I got a 46 total.
See, you're just trying to rig it so you win every time.
It's just chance. Would you like to try
So-
once more?
So
will
the
continue,
0
but-
Yeah, for
on
sure.
this dice
Zero.
is 0, but the 0 on this dice
Yes.
is 10.
Unless
But
the 0
why
is
would
also
they have
0
a
on the other
side
dice, then
that's
it's
not
100.
worth anything? Why would they
Yes,
have?
exactly.
Why would they put
It's a very bad number to roll.
Geez,
Because they have
thanks.
to represent every number between 1 and 100. So the dice has to be able to roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
But
So
if
on.
you get a 0, 0, 0, then that would be 10.
No, that's 100.
That's not 0. So 0 is not. Why would that be 100?
Oh, so here, let me explain. It's because if it was 0, 0, 0, that would normally just be 0. But you can't roll a 0 because that's a weird concept.
But
Nothing
apparently I
can-
just
can
rolled
exist.
a 0. You said that the 0, 0 was a 0, so how is it 100?
Morgus, how's your
It's
breakfast
only
coming?
100.
I'm enjoying my breakfast very much watching this. I can't tell where the Zipper ends and Avis begins anymore.
Livy, do you get up eventually? As
Yeah, I
breakfast
think
is
after
ready?
I think after this screaming, Livy will just sit by Morgus and watch the spectacle.
Livy, would you like a blueberry biscuit? I've got one. Well, I've got some blueberries in a biscuit, rather.
Oh, thank you. It's very nice.
You're very welcome. We should probably. Is it wise to play this dice game?
Well,
So you see the second dice, the 0 is a 10 because it counts up from 1 to 10.
all right.
If you
But you
get
can't
0,
have
0,
0, 0,
why is it
0
0?
and have it mean 10.
Why wouldn't that be
0, 0,
10?
0 isn't 0, it's 100.
I think Morgus, we should leave.
Why does it
in
become a multiplier?
every
It's
20
because
minutes?
on this dice, there's a 10. So we can't have 10 twice.
Oh, look,
Why
Or
a
is
is
I-
it
roll.
both 10?
Over there. We're all
Maybe
in
a doll.
mortal peril now.
All right.
I really want my
Everyone,
time. Get
we
31.
should pick. All right, one more game of dice, and then we should all leave.
Okay.
How about that?
I'd very much like to
Eaten
play
later.
as well. If
I got a 25. You win.
I can't be heard because I'm short anymore.
Yes! Wait, you get a plus.
It's okay.
You know what? Now I get why my aunt's always upset with Uncle Harry. This is a dumb game.
All
It's
right,
a-
you
it's a-
all enjoy your breakfast. Avis learns how the game of chance works, and you set back off onto the road.
Don't worry, Morgus. I can see you.
I feel like you're the only one who
You can play
does.
while we're walking, Morgan.
Who said that?
He's a bit too tall. I can't see him.
There are voices coming from the sky. I'm getting a little bit worried about my sanity at this point.
All right, you make it about a few hours in. You see some signs of like carts that have gone off the road, and there's even some like just claw marks in trees. You see the damage that could have happened from Gnoll raids. but you don't get the sense that you're in any sort of immediate danger. And as you continue, right around lunchtime, you come into a bit of a grove. The trees kind of clear out, and you come into a high valley on the edge of the mountains valley of where you're approaching. And there are all these flowers everywhere, multiple colors of flowers, little tulips and daisies, and it's just this huge grove of wildflowers. And as you move closer, who would you have said is in the front of the group here?
I could be there.
Okay. So, Godfrey, you notice something moving within the flowers. Pretty much every single one of them has something inside it that seems to be moving.
All right, let's stop here.
Can I try picking a flower?
Right.
Is it bees? There's something in the flowers?
Are you investigating?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
I
you
want to build a
approach
flower crown.
As you approach the flower, you look inside. It's really hard to tell at first, but curled up in there is the smallest little dragon, colored the same color as all of the flowers that they are inhabiting. All different colors of little tiny dragons, all sleeping inside these flowers.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I know what type of dragons these are?
Yeah.
Another natural 20.
Yeah. So, although you've probably never experienced them out in the wild, these are tiny little fey pseudo-dragons. And you know that they're normally pretty harmless, but they don't like to be disturbed when sleeping.
Ooh, so I shouldn't pick
they're,
the flowers.
guys. Guys. They're, fey dragons. They're harmless. And they're actually pretty nice as long as we don't disturb them while they're sleeping.
You see Ziba take her hand back from where she was gonna pluck a flower.
So, as long as we don't disturb them,
Fine.
we're fine.
Absolutely adorable.
I wish I could take one home.
I really wanted to make a flower crown.
I want to take one home too, but I feel like Bitsy would have a serious problem with that.
Oh, I want a pet so bad.
We could probably just travel around.
Road, you're still on the road. It cuts right through. Either side's just kind of filled with these flowers with the little dragon sleeping inside.
Oh, well, let's just be careful on the road
Is
then.
there any flowers without dragons inside?
You would have to look for one.
I'm going to actively do that.
Okay. Give me a perception check and a straight dex check.
Oh, this is going to go terribly. A 3 for perception, and then a whole little 6 for dexterity.
No!
All right. Dee Dee moves into the flowers, trying to very carefully step around them to not disturb the sleeping dragons with her massive body. But not more than 2 steps into the flowers. Completely unsuccessful in finding one without a dragon. She turns around really quickly because she hears a snapping branch and wakes up about 20 of them. They fly into the air, and you all realize that they have scorpion-like stingers on the back of their tails. And they all seem to be surrounding Ziba.
I'm sorry, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna look for I'm sorry. I didn't go that badly. I apologize.
No, it's wonderful.
Anchor is an all-in-one podcasting platform that allows you to record, edit, add music, publish across every platform. It gives you your own website, allows you to customize and brand that website, and honestly, it's all in one place and it's so easy. You literally just drag and drop and drag and place, and it is so easy. I'm not even sure if the podcast would have made it this far if it weren't so quick and convenient. So if you are thinking about starting a podcast or currently have a podcast, why not switch to Anchor? It's a all-in-one free podcasting platform, and all you have to do is download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Seriously, download the app, go to anchor.fm, and get started. So, we're gonna roll for initiative.
Wow.
What if they just want to give us a really big hug?
And this doesn't mean that we have to be fighting. It just means that we're gonna take turns as we navigate this situation.
Do they look hostile?
They don't look happy. They have big stingers on their bums.
Okay.
All right, Godfrey. You have 6 seconds to react to your friend Ziba being surrounded by pseudo dragons that don't seem very happy. What do you want to do?
I run over and pick her up.
Mm-hmm.
I use a bonus action to step of the wind, and we run as fast as I can away from there.
Okay.
Just down the path, like towards the other side of the road. Just like, oh no.
Beautiful. You're going to get 2 attacks of opportunity as you run in the circle and out of the circle.
That is fine.
Okay. One of them is going to come at you with a stinger. Natural 20.
You can stop now.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate.
Can I use my chronal shift as a reaction on that?
Yeah, you can. I'll roll again.
16 to hit.
Meets it.
Well, at least
beats
it's
it.
not, it is good.
Right.
It wasn't to waste. It's not a nat 20.
It's no longer nat 20 though, right?
It's the stinger.
You take 3 piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
There it is.
Okay.
It could just be like a bumblebee, you know, like just a little sting. It itches for a bit. We're fine.
Okay. That's an 18.
You succeed. That is the first attack and second attack of the pseudo dragons. You are not poisoned, but you have that ring, and just like before in the poison battle with the demons, you just, I don't know what I say, use your muscles and like clench it out.
So very quickly just pluck it out.
That's some
before the
anime
poison
ass
goes
bullshit, and I love it.
Beautiful. You have made it. Put your token where you think you have made it with your magical monk, amazing step of the wind, extra movement on the map.
So I was about here, right?
And you can
5,
use diagonals.
10, 15, 20. Are diagonals just 5
Yep.
feet? Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mhm.
I pick her up. Is it now half movement?
Yes, she's very large.
Okay. All
You're
right.
using your step of the wind.
Yep. So 25, 30, 35, 40. And that's my initial movement. And then bonus action stuff at the wind is 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I use my action to dash as well. 10, 20, 30, 40.
All right. So, but do you willingly let Godfrey grab you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at the end of that, I set her down and I go, run.
Do I also
run.
manage to grab the flower?
Sure, if you want to pick one up as Godfrey grabs you and runs away. What's everyone else doing? We're to Ziba, you're over there. Scylla, what would you like to do as you see Godfrey just run and grab and run and say run?
As as they're running, I'm going to start running. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on Ziba. Just in case she's still a target.
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna move as well?
All right, Livy.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You weren't just like, I'm casting this instead for us all.
No, I'm going to.
We're just speeding up the journey a bit.
So I have that's 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I'm with you, nerds. I'm here. I just fucking dash. I'm like, nope. I choose not to engage in these creatures.
I left Morgus behind. Morgus!
All right, Morgus.
I think Morgus is going to look around at everybody running. Come on now, you've got the shortest legs. And he's going to dash 50 feet right into the center of everybody, right about. I'm going to put him like next to where Godfrey's at.
Yeah.
And I'm just gunning it.
The pseudo dragons take their turn to turn towards the party and start advancing onto them. But around this time, you look up the road, and you hadn't noticed this before, but there's a gray donkey pulling a cart that's rounded at the top. It's small. It has a door, and some of the windows are open inside. And you hear a light flute playing coming from inside the caravan that this donkey is pulling. And as you are running by, a woman dressed in like purple with gold coins draping from the end of this gossamer like wrapped robe and these silk pants jumps out and runs towards the dragons playing her flute. And as she does, the dragons seem to stop.
Is this our Uber?
Oh, I think whoever I think.
Are we still running?
Can we stop?
No, wait, I'm curious.
Don't stop, keep going, don't stop.
She keeps playing. Yeah.
Marcus is running.
The dragons their eyes get sleepy and their sharp scorpion-like tails kind of droop down towards the ground as their flapping wings get slower and slower. And whoever stays around to watches as they slowly go back to their flowers and go back to sleep as she plays a beautiful ancient sounding tune on her flute and continues on her way.
Thank you for helping us. Who are you?
She doesn't respond. She keeps the flute to her lips and holding it in her mouth, blowing and playing with the other hand. She
that makes sense.
Gives the shush sound as she continues to play.
Shush.
Or the motion. She puts her finger over the flute.
She somehow managed to incorporate that the shush into her song. It's so incredible. It's a vibe. Although it did make them stop being sleepy, and now they're kind of just dancing.
Well, this scene has been co-opted.
So make it to the end of the road and away from the flowers.
You make it away from the flowers, and the woman and her donkey and her cart continue on.
I have to see about getting one of those for my next job.
No more flowers, but who was she?
You think I can make a flower crown out of this?
You know, it's interesting. I got ahead of all of you. Oh, Zipper, you made it out okay. That was
Who was she?
good. Oh. All right.
I'm curious.
So we continue now.
Well, at least we can stop sooner tonight.
Oh, that would be nice. Well, there's gnolls about.
Which
Maybe
direction
that's
is
not a very
this
good
woman
idea.
heading? Back to where we were?
She's heading south towards Florencia.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Did we run off in
Yeah,
the right
you did.
direction?
I will make a note. I will find her.
I'm very confused.
Yep. All right. You continue walking. You see a little more troops. Pretty standard amount of fellow passersby on the road. Different types of people. Rangers pass by maybe every half an hour, coming from one direction or another. And you even see that they're always in pairs. And one of the pairs actually passes you both directions as the sun starts to set. You're about a little over halfway on your journey.
I'll sort of flag if these rangers pass us and kind of catch our eye, and just ask if they've seen any gnolls or had any issues with them.
The two rangers look at each other and look back at you. Not during the day. We haven't seen any on our patrols, but I've heard other rangers who've fought them off or not made it back. It's almost always at night.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Good men and women.
Do you have any evidence that it was gnolls?
Well, those that have been attacked by gnolls and made it back have suffered similar wounds, seen similar damage.
Is there? We're headed that way. Is there anyone? Do you know of anybody that's talking about the attack that we could maybe speak with?
In Whimsten? Everyone's...
I'm sorry, is that weird to ask?
Well, and they look at each other and they kind of laugh again. Everyone's obsessed with the Bigfoot up there right now.
The Bigfoot?
Yeah, they're saying people are going missing. Call upon us to go for searching for them. We haven't found any bodies, but I assume the gnolls are taking them if the carnage that they're reaping here on the road is any evidence of what's happening around the city. It's not that far away.
Well,
Hmm.
You don't know,
Look
though,
back
right?
at-
Because,
My
well,
friends.
we'll have to look out to see what it is. We're going that way anyway.
Well, yes. Couldn't say for sure, but... And then the second one who's just kind of been quiet this whole time looks at you, Livy, and looks back at Scylla and the whole group. I did see a rather large footprint in the woods a few days ago.
Whereabouts was that?
Oh, I had stayed at the Lying Woodpecker in Whimsten and had a nice meal on my day off and got a new cloak and was walking back through the fields and there it was.
How big was this footprint exactly?
This half-elf holds up their arm and they kind of point to the elbow and point to the wrist.
That seems like a big foot to me.
And it was humanoid, the
Looked
footprint?
the same as your or mine.
So, there's definitely something. It might just be a scam. Who knows?
Maybe we should head towards the Lying Woodpecker and see if we can have a chat. head towards the print and check it out.
Why the woodpecker was lying?
Isn't that what they all do? Woodpeckers?
Is that a thing with woodpeckers? Are they just dishonest by nature?
I'm not one to generalize, but I've heard that with woodpeckers, and it's more of a protection thing than a toxic trait.
New city, new animal.
It's a bit.
Beautiful. The sun starts to set. As the rangers walk away, they say, "It's snuff your fire tonight if I were you."
That's a good shout. Thanks.
And they head north towards the city up the road. I keep saying silly, but it's more of a village, town.
Hovels.
What do you guys think this Bigfoot wants?
Well, let's see if it is a Bigfoot first.
You heard him. You saw the foot.
Oh,
He saw what he
Yes,
thought
but it
was a
doesn't mean it's a-
footprint.
I don't know.
I'm not discounting any new mythical creature, but I just think we should confirm it first. I don't want.
I mean, if there's an upside, they haven't found any bodies, so perhaps the Bigfoot just wants friends.
Maybe it's just collecting people for a rad party.
Possible.
Do we know
My cousin
anything
Abby was
about
friends with the fairies.
sort of what demeanor Bigfoot's big feet normally have?
I'm not sure I've ever
Before this, I
encountered
didn't
one.
even know there was a Bigfoot.
I certainly haven't.
Do they even are they real? I don't know. This is
Oh, I think they're real.
I mean, dragons are.
Now that I think about it, I've never seen your guys' feet.
And you
How do I
never
know
will.
You're not a Bigfoot.
I don't have feet.
The sun is setting as you stand in the road having this conversation. There are a few passers-by that just kind of look at you like, why are you stopped? You're just talking.
Let's find a place to camp.
Who would like to give me a survival
Keep an eye
check
on all of you now.
to find a place to camp?
Sure. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of walk directly west of where you are, and you find what has clearly been a camp before. There's little rocks that make up a fire pit, and there's even some cut logs. It's about 50 feet off the road, if you'd like to camp there.
I think this looks all right. How are we all feeling about this?
Nice, less work.
Yeah.
I think it looks cozy.
Godfrey, Ziba, Dee. I look around, realizing we're in the
You're
woods.
thinking it's
Trust your
cozy when
judgment?
maybe a Bigfoot thinks it's cozy.
Maybe Bigfoot won't like to party with us.
Maybe
I
you would
wonder
know
if
that.
Bigfoot would be good at hide and seek.
I feel like Bigfoots are friends with each other. Is that how you know that?
Dee, I
Why don't we
don't.
set up here?
This is good, Godfrey. This good with you?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably help. Says the city
You
slicker.
all make camp. Ziba, it's about this time as you open your backpack to try and make camp that the stench of rotting crab fills your nose.
I thought something was going on weird with the flowers. You know, I'm okay with that. This is at least normal. We're just gonna. Do I need anything out of my backpack? We'll We'll get the bedroll out. We'll just close
just
up
gonna
the rest
ignore
of it and just push it farther away from where I'm sitting.
Takes a few
And air out that bedroll.
It takes a few minutes, but the stench essentially hits everyone else as you look over and you see like molded crabs stuck to Ziba's bedroll. It's like wet in some places.
Levy,
Oh no!
We're dusting it off.
you'll get please.
Levy,
You'll
I
get
told you
sick.
the next time that needs cleaning up. It's your job. I already did the first one.
It'll dry out.
No.
It'll dry out. I'm not
It's
not gonna
sleeping in
dry
a
out.
wet bedroll.
Sibit, did
That's
that happen
worse
a lot when
than
you were
feet.
traveling together?
It's worse than feet.
Is this the first time you've had to sleep on dried, rotted crab?
Well,
It is
no,
the
not rotted
worst.
crab. We didn't eat that a lot. Remember, it was just the blueberries.
I'm gonna
I
go
ate
be
them
sick.
first.
I'm gonna go be sick.
Crabs are kind of a new thing. It's really not that bad. It's gonna dry out, and it's gonna be nice and warm tonight. Don't worry
Maybe.
about it.
No, it'll get us all sick. Please.
Why will it get us sick? I'm not gonna eat it. Here, I'll go dump it out somewhere in the woods. Maybe
Godfrey
Bigfoot will
goes
come for
behind
it.
a
We could
tree
lay a
and
trap.
vomits.
Do you think Bigfoot likes some fuzzy crab?
It's going to attract things that aren't even Bigfoots. It might even attract those gnolls that we know are about. It needs to be cleaned up. It's serious.
So we can't go lay a trap with the crab?
I don't want the crab around at all. Certainly not rotted.
I'll go walk
crab.
a good 50 to 100 feet in the woods if you want me to.
Oh,
Is that far enough?
I just want it cleaned up, Livy.
Why is
I'll go dump it in the woods, and I'm gonna even go set up a trap, and I'll be back. It's fine.
All right.
Oh, goodness. This is how we die.
Give me a survival check for your trap.
I'm a little concerned for this. Nope. That's a 5.
Yeah, that's a 5. You think that you set up the best snare using like a loose thread from your backpack, and you dump all the crab meat below it, and you can find like the coolest stick to prop it all up. But
It's a very
yeah,
nice
you
stick.
think it's a great job.
I'm pretty proud of it. Okay, we'll just dust our hands off of that and walk back to camp.
All right. What's everyone else doing while Dee Dee goes and does this?
I use prestidigitation? No, actually, I'm not gonna use prestidigitation on her. I'm gonna get the soap out and like all the things, and I'm gonna set up assigns the bedrolls and shit, and she's gonna have to fucking wash it out herself.
It's fine. I dumped out all the meat.
All right. You're sitting in silence, I take it.
Am I back to camp
yeah.
yet? I figured you guys would be without me for a bit. I went on a good walk and had to spend quality time putting together a fantastic snare.
Just so good.
How do we want to take turns tonight
Fantastic.
for what?
I think we should mix it up a little bit. That sounds like fun. Yeah. Should we still do teams of 2, or should we all do individuals?
We should probably do 4 2-hour shifts, just so we cover the entire night. So one of us gets to double up.
That's wise.
Sounds good.
Bitsy could also help with watches. I don't have to be involved for her to do what she needs to do.
Sounds like a plan.
Sunday 11.
You really should have came see my snare.
I think I can smell it from here.
No, it's fine.
Did
you? Is
I
it?
got rid of all the bait.
Was it like downwind, upwind? Because I
I don't know.
It's the bad.
Who let out wind?
It's the.
Ziba, how far away was that trap? Like how far did you go out?
Like 100 feet ish.
Okay. All right.
It's the bag in the
Need to put
bedroll.
that in metrics.
Like, look at the bag in the bedroll. That's what it is.
What's the unit system?
Until DD washes up, it's not going. It's just going to continue. It's just going to smell worse and worse.
It doesn't even smell that bad.
I'm sure we'll get used to it. I'm sure we'll.
No, but we shouldn't have to. You should just wash it up.
What smell?
She says, while gagging a little bit.
Yeah. Morgus is going to sort of snap his fingers, and that just blur of motion will convalesce into Bitsy on his shoulder, and he's going to think something to her, and she's going to fly off into the woods.
Is there even water around here to wash it up?
Yes. Here,
Who picked
I
this
put
spot?
soap bucket water. You wash it up.
Are you using your water skin?
But then it's gonna be wet to sleep in.
Yeah.
I don't want to wash that because I don't want to be wet to sleep in. I don't want to sleep in a wet bedroll. I'll wash the backpack, but I'm not washing the bedroll.
You can wash it in the morning. How about that? That way it'll dry up when we walk.
Is this where? So is the soap and water from like where?
Olivia bought
Where
you
else
soap.
exactly?
And he's giving you his water skin.
Oh, so there's not like a water source nearby.
No.
At least not that you all have gone to to find.
Yeah, we'll do that later. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? Who
It's
cares?
probably late after I set up that fantastic trap.
All right. Are you building a fire?
He said probably shouldn't. Gonna be cold though, right? Like, how cold will it be?
It gets down into like the 30s in the night, probably.
Oh my god.
We bundle
Do we
really
got-
well.
Do we have 0-degree sleeping bags?
Probably not. I think those were probably
What's the
invented a
quality
few
of our
hundred
bedrolls?
years after this all takes place or before.
Jeez.
Who knows? Maybe we lost all that
So I've slept
technology in this
inside
world.
3-degree
Can
weather,
always
and it was
snuggle.
miserable.
Share tents.
That's a picture.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
That's
know.
merch. All of us snuggling for warmth.
Tucked
It has to be like chibi art, though.
Aw.
Yes.
Little
In like a-
Chibi
in like a
Morgus with
sardine
his
tin.
beard.
You heard it, listeners. We need
What
chibi art
Morgus
of our
thought
past.
telepathically to Bitsy was, can you go find that trap and that crab for me? Let me know when you get there.
Yeah, it didn't take long. It took her like 3 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to try something then when she finds it. Wizards can cast spells through their familiars. So I would like to cast Prestidigitation on that fucking
Yep.
crab with that fucking crab meat through Bitsy to get rid of that fucking smell. And then she can fly back.
You do that.
And I think Bitsy is going to go cuddle with Ziba, and I'm going to do the same thing again for her bedroll.
Ziba, you don't even realize that your bedroll stopped smelling. Like you just got used to the smell, you know?
Does it take away from the warmth at all? Like, what if that was clogging some pores, making it a little more insulated?
Nope. No.
I'm interested to know.
All right.
Okay. I'm still cold, but, glad everyone else is up to smell it.
Don't mean to ask, but can Prestidigitation permanently get
Is
rid
it
of a
permanent?
smell?
I don't think it's permanent.
You can clean or soil 1 square foot at a time with Prestidigitation.
Oh my god, that'd be so long.
Bitsy's just hopping all over you.
Bitch, stop. distracting me. I can't let them out of my sight.
Oh, thank you, Morgus. All right, I guess we're just...
You're fucking welcome, Levy. Next time, it had better be you.
No, next time she has to do it herself. She wants to be an adult.
I know for a fact that... What was the term you used? Morgus isn't the only special snowflake who has that spell. I know you can do this trick too. I know it.
Yeah. Yes. I can.
Though I do agree with the general principle that you're trying to teach.
Morgus, I know you can do it, and I know I can do it. But she has to do it. We can't just continue to do things for her.
It's going to be a matter of safety like it was tonight. There's gnolls about and Bigfoot and all sorts of other beasties out there.
In matters of safety, fine, but other reasons, she's got to do these things herself.
That's a very adult thing to teach. That's true.
All right, I'm going to be... I don't know. I'll be asleep until the next shift, but I'm huddling for warmth by you, if that is all right.
Oh, of course it's all right. Actually, hold on a moment. I am going to reach in my bag and see if I have, like, a handkerchief or something that... blue is Morgus's favorite color, canonically. I assume that I have a handkerchief or something that has some blue on it, or a blue one. I'll hand that to Levy and be like, here you go. I know you like blue.
Thank you. I'll use it. Well, thank you. Livy has been kind of very hungry.
Just in case you wanted a kip in the night or something, you know. But you stay away from my robes and you stay away from the gemstones on me bracers.
I'm not...
Stay away from them. They're very special.
I'm not that I won't just, like, randomly take your shit and start eating it.
That would be hilarious. Anyway, they're special. Anyway, I trust you. Keep
All
on.
right, so who's taking first watch?
Thank you. Yeah.
I am.
Then Livy.
Technically on watch, but I'm mainly just staring at them.
Who's third and fourth?
I'll take third.
I'll go
Right.
last.
First watch, give me those perception checks.
Great. May I have Bitsy help me?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that is 15 plus, what's my, 17.
Your watch goes without worry. Nothing, not even a stir in the trees about you. Not even a bird flying overhead.
Do I learn anything new about Scylla and Godfrey's sleeping patterns?
I don't know. What does Didi learn by watching you both sleep?
14, what do I learn?
That's such a pointed question. I'm uncomfortable.
Scylla doesn't snore because you get the idea that Scylla is never fully in like a REM cycle.
Oh, God, that poor girl.
Okay.
How is she
Sounds like
alive?
life.
And is always right.
I'm not kidding. It's really fucked up. Anyway,
if you're
How much of Sierra is in Scylla?
we didn't collaborate,
Did you
but
guys-
holy
anyway.
shit.
I think it's our similar
Maybe.
professional backgrounds, and I think that's a lot what's bleeding into her.
Anyway. So Scylla doesn't snore.
Yeah, so yeah.
You see Godfrey lays perfectly still and is holding his short sword in his hands as he sleeps.
With the mask on?
With the mask off.
The mask is off?
No, the mask is on.
Okay. Great, that's a great imagery right there. You're not really helping your case here.
You stare at Godfrey so intently at one point that like you think you can see through the black hole of the skull nose in the mask. Like you think there's something in there.
Maybe there's not just a void.
Wait, it's been a void this whole time? Like the mask makes
It's just a solid mask. The only holes are for his eyes.
What?
No.
I thought if it was like a skull mask, because like your nose bones don't go the entire bridge of your nose. Like maybe
It's just like
is
his
peeking out.
painted
No,
mask.
it's just
And there's like teeth.
I'm picturing a skull mask with someone's nose poking out the nose hole.
more traumatized by this description.
I am a fearsome monk with a skull mask on. I got your schnoz.
I don't sleep now. It's because of these nightmares.
Please cut this out. Please
No, leave it in. Leave this for marketing. Our first ever trailer that we'll ever have, this is going to be in it.
Oh god. All right.
More to this suspicious case. Are they
Utopia Unbound.
That's our after show talk. Show title. That's
are you
it.
waking up, Morgus?
I believe I heard
Yeah.
Levy say second
Yes.
watch, right?
Livy is like curled up beside you.
Levy.
Mm.
Levy. Poke.
Bah.
Levy. Poke.
Yeah. I'm
Levy.
awake.
Poke. Levy. It's just a mage hand. Levy.
Livy is at this point like sitting up, and you're still just like poking him. He's like, Morgus. Oh god, that's Morgus.
Levy. Boop.
Yes.
Levy. Nothing happened on the watch. Emkonor's beautiful this time of year. It's my turn to sleep.
Mhm. All right. All right.
Yeah, move. I'm going to eat it
He
out.
like slaps his face
Yeah.
a little bit and nods and like sits up like
The mage hand will also do that.
Does Livy get owl? Does Livy get good owl?
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't have good wisdom. I'm not a wise man. I got a dirty 20
Amazing. All right. You hear
for once.
about the middle of your watch a rustle in the trees to the east of this little opening close to the road.
Just
Mhm.
all I hear is a rustling. On one hand, do I want to be that movie character who goes in and? But also, it'd be really awkward to wake anyone else up. And I can't communicate with Bird. Well, can you understand
If
me,
you need-
Bird? Good boy.
Nope.
Can you understand me?
The bird is getting all puffed up and insulted.
Sorry.
Oh God. I will say, Zipper probably looks like she's only like half asleep because she's like fighting to stay awake at this point to keep watching everyone. She's like nodding.
You hear the rustling again, but this time it sounds like footsteps. that's it. That is a wrap on episode 29 of the Utopia podcast. Holy smokes. How did we get here? Where did we start? It's been a journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to find us out in the world, we are on all the social medias, and we also have a Patreon. Join us there if you'd like. Intro and outro by Nolan Clock. Everything else by myself, Missing Musings. Have a great day.